welcome. My name is Marilyn. I'm the founder of Star Sound Baths. Today we will be doing an unboxing and review of the 440 Hz Meditation Flow Chime, 35 inches, 88 centimeters, 10-note chime in G major. It's made out of bronze and it's from the Sound Healing Lab. I have the instrument right here, and tonight I have a sold out sound bath and I will be trying this instrument out in real time. I will then come back to this video and tell you what that's like. What are the pros? What are the cons? What is it like? And here is the actual box that it comes in. It comes nicely packaged. There's a strap. Okay, there's a nice pocket in the front. I assume that's where your mallet will go. So this is really felty, velvety. I think it's velvet. We got Velcro. Ooh. Okay, so here's the full thing. If you want to see the detail. And the bronze notes. Mallet is packaged. Ooh, I like this mallet too. I wasn't sure what the quality of the mallet was going to be, but it's a nice wood, a nice dark wood, and the top is really felty. I wasn't sure if they were gonna skim on the mallet. Here's some of the effects you can do. Twirl it around. You can flip it upside down. Okay. You see how there I kind of hit in between the notes. So it just takes a little getting used to, but this is overall really, really beautiful. I will come back with some information on how this plays out in a real life application. Okay guys, I am back. I used the new Flow Chime at my sound bath last night and it was a hit. People loved it. So here are some pros and some cons of using this Flow Chime. So pros, it makes a beautiful and enchanting sound. I mean, it's so whimsical, it's so lovely, and I like that you can create a variety of effects when using it. You know, you can move it forward and back, that creates one effect. You can twist it around, that creates another, or you can hold it still and it is more of a pure experience. Second pro, it is using the G pentatonic scale, meaning you can't hit a wrong note. You can't hit a sour note. That as a facilitator feels nice, because as a facilitator you're like keeping track of a lot of things at once. You're keeping track of the time, you're walking around, and you're focusing on playing the instrument, etc. So the fact that you don't have to worry about accidentally hitting a sour note while trying to, you know, step over someone, you know, it makes things easier. 3, I like that it provides a melodic element to a sound bath experience. So instead of a sustained tone, like when you play your crystal bowls, you can create a melody, which creates a story, which creates an emotion to invoke in your guests. So that is the power of melody. So that's something that this chime can add to your experience. Also, another pro, you get an up-close and personal experience for your guests when you're using this chime. You can walk around the room, which is something that I personally really wanted. So that is something that this instrument can do. It can bring that up-close personal experience. And then lastly, it's just really pretty. I mean, let's be honest. It's a gorgeous chime and it feels really fun to be holding it. But that brings me to the first con, which is it's heavy. It is heavier than I thought it was going to be. And so when you're walking around with it and holding it, you're probably gonna have to switch which hand is holding it, the chime, and which hand is playing with the mallet, and you're probably gonna have to switch it to the other hand every so often. Okay, so that means you got to practice playing it lefty and righty, so keep that in mind. Another con is the mallet leaves a little bit of a greasy residue on each of the bronze bars. It's easily wipeable. I wiped them off, hardly putting any pressure. I just did a cloth. I'm sure you can get like a microfiber cloth or like, you know, we use to wipe your glasses. You're gonna want to wipe it after every use because you do not want the residue building up over time and becoming permanent. So keep that in mind. It is visible. And lastly, it's not as loud as I hoped it would be. It is still loud enough, don't get me wrong, especially for a small room like I was in last night, but sometimes I do sound baths in very large rooms for a lot of people. And so it is something that I keep in mind, like, can the people across the room hear the sound like I want them to be able to? I think overall it's fine. I think more if you're in like an outdoor setting, I would be mindful of how far away you are from your guests. So those are the pros and cons. Overall, I really like this instrument. The people at my sound bath last night loved the instrument. If those are some elements you're looking to add to your collection, to your experiences, or you just love chimes, I do think that this chime is worth the money. It's over $200, I believe. It's definitely an investment, but for me personally, I feel this has been a really good investment in my business, and I hope this has been helpful to you all in deciding whether or not to drop the dough on this, and I wish you all the best in your sound healing endeavors. My name is Marilyn. I'm the founder of Star Sound Baths. Feel free to subscribe, like, stick around for more sound bath related content. Bye guys!